So let's have a look at list comprehensions. There's a really common pattern in Python where we have a list, and I'm going to go with my columns because actually this is something we do in data quite a bit. And let's say we have column 1, let's have column 2, and let's have column 3. Now there's a couple of issues with our columns. I'm going to pop the space in. The first is they've got capital letters, and the second is they've got spaces. These are two things we don't really like in column names. So we might want to go ahead and fix this. And here is where the common pattern comes in, because we typically need to create a new list. So I'm going to say my columns clean. This is a lot easier than trying to update them in the original list itself. So we make a brand new one, and then we're going to say for, then use a temporary placeholder. I'm going to go with column or col for column in my columns. And now we can take col and we could say col dot replace. Let's go ahead and replace those spaces with underscores. And then we could also do dot lower. And I want to append this to my columns clean. So my columns clean dot append. And if I now print my columns clean at the end, we should see that we've got those 3 columns from before, and they're all now nicely cleaned up. So this is a really common pattern, that we start with a list, we make an empty new list, and then we do some form of transformation on each item in the original list and then add it to the new list. And this is what a list comprehension is for. We're going to be able to do a list comprehension in order to combine these 3 lines of code into just one. So we actually start with this same syntax, my columns clean. And we no longer need this append. So we can go ahead and remove the append. And all I'm going to do is grab what was in the append and bring it up here. So we start with the thing that was in the append, and now we just have the for. We say for col in my columns. We no longer need this down here. And that is it. That is our entire list comprehension. If I run this now, we get that exact same result. So we just have that for statement at the end. We have what we were appending in the middle, and then just where we're appending it over here, and square brackets because it is a list comprehension. One of the great things as well is if we want, we can overwrite our original list using this method as well. So that is a list comprehension.